am back to the harsh reality of the big city. We've got construction going on, people milling about. Pretty soon there will be a fire truck going by. I am sure of it. But what we're going to do is we're going to look at this property, and I'm showing you pictures over my shoulder here of this property in Opelika, Alabama. I don't think I've ever seen a manufactured home that has his and her master bathrooms, but this house has them. And you can see some pictures of them here as we're going through, and some little before and after. This property was purchased for right around $52,000 to $53,000, about $20,000 spent on the rehab, and went on the market for $120,000. And the investors tell me that the phone is ringing off the hook, probably be under contract within a week. That's exciting. That's not really a home run, but it's a good solid single. It's a pretty sweet deal. And if you could do one or two of these every month, then you would be all right. You'd be on your way to kind of paying your bills and making your way forward in this business. Am I right? Okay. So now we got to think about what goes with a sweet deal in Alabama. Just happen to have just the thing. Right over here in my humidor, I have just something that evokes the countryside, because we're out in the country a little bit. This is a Kentucky fire cured. That's easy for me to say. A Kentucky fire cured cigar made by Drew Estate. And it's one of the more interesting cigars I've ever tried. When you smell it, it actually smells like wood smoke. And that's funny to me, to have a cigar that smells like smoke. But it doesn't smell like cigar smoke. It smells like the smoke that you smoke when you're smoking meat. And so that's a good thing for me. But also it has kind of a sweet taste to it. All right, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about the tasting notes to it as I'm going to go ahead and cut it right here. All right. Clean it up a little bit, get it ready. Now, several people asked me about the cut that I used last time. This is a V cut. I like the V cut, but now we've got to match this with a whiskey. So here we have. I did some research and came up with this. This is Clyde May's Alabama style whiskey. What is Alabama style whiskey? Well, Alabama style whiskey is basically, it starts as bourbon, and then they run it through a couple of other processes, which they don't really say a whole lot about. Clyde May lived outside the law. He was a moonshiner by trade and craftsman and by heart. Using a hand-built copper still, fresh Alabama spring water, and the finest local grains, he vowed to make the best darn whiskey Alabama ever tasted. What is Alabama-style whiskey? It's Clyde's proprietary process that makes this 4-year-old American whiskey unusually smooth. Clyde May's whiskey starts with a nose full of green apples and peach, met with a creamy, straight bourbon wood spice that smooths to a lingering finish of fresh orchard fruits and spice. Raise the glass to a genuine iconoclast and an American hero. All right, so we'll see. We'll see if we can find the green apple. I'm still waiting for a taste of dill. That was last time. All right. We pour this in here. Little air work its way into that thing. Put that over there. Get the cigar going here. And this is the correct way to light a cigar, in case you're wondering. If you puff on them, you tend to burn the wrapper, and you don't want to taste burnt wrapper. Now this is this cigar is also called a Fat Molly. The genuine Kentucky fire-cured cigars. I have to say it's very interesting. It's as interesting as his and hers master bathrooms in a manufactured home in Opelika. And then here's Alabama-style whiskey. I detect notes of caramel, green apple, and Opelika. That's it. You got a property you want me to pair with a perfect whiskey and cigar? Send it to propertypairings@flippingamerica.net. I will match it up perfectly. Guaranteed, or double your money back. It's free. Propertypairings@flippingamerica.net. See you soon.